Guys, just wanted to do an update today since the weather's so nice. Been doing a lot of updates today. I don't know when these things will actually go up on YouTube, but we'll get this up here in the next week or so. But wanted to give you an update on our chicken situation. So let me go ahead and turn this camera around for you. Got a lot of sun out here today, so getting lots of glare and lots of shadows. But these are the chickens that we've had inside in the brooder. 12 of these chickens were hatched on February the 1st. There's another chicken wanting to get into the picture. 12 of these guys were hatched on February 1st. 5 of them are roughly 2 weeks behind that date. We don't have an exact birth date for them. They were picked up locally. I've got a list of what's in there. I can't even begin to tell you what all the different breeds are, but there's quite a few. In the video we did where we first got the chicks, we list out what they all are. So there are 17 chicks in there. They just came out yesterday. They're living enclosed completely in the tractor now. We're gonna leave them out here probably for at least the next 2 weeks or so. Let all these other chickens get used to them before we try introducing them together to the flock. There you can see that small white one there is one of the 5 days, or one of the 5 that came after the original chicks. Amazing how big of a difference there is in the size. Even only being 2 weeks older, they're not going to be as large as the other chicks at the same age. Alright, so that's them. They're living in here now. This is the new coop that we've built. This is a 10-foot by 7-foot steel shed. I'll see if I have some photographs. I know I didn't take video while we were constructing it. I was just far too busy. I built this last weekend. Took me 2 days, 2 full days, not including building the base. The base I did the week before. But basically this is simply pallets. I got OSB board, 3/4 inch OSB board on top of the pallets. I then went around with some extra lumber I had laying around behind the shed, some 2x6, and put a base around the outside of it. Used some really cheap floor tile, which isn't necessary out here, but on the inside it makes it far easier to clean. Drilled a hole in here to be able to put this post in to keep the door from blowing shut on them. At some point I'm going to cut an actual chicken door into this thing, but I haven't had the opportunity yet. We've had them in here closed up for a week since last weekend. They just got freed yesterday. Show you what we got going on inside. Got 2 roosting bars. These are 7 feet long, so we have 14 foot of roosting space. One high, one low, offset from each other so they don't crap on each other's heads all night while they're sleeping. So where I currently have their water set up, but I'll be giving them an outside water source. Working on constructing that today. Currently just feeding them out of a feed tub. That's going to change as well. I'll show you that once we get that together. I splurged a little bit. So this shed I purchased used on Facebook Marketplace. Had to drive down to North Carolina to pick it up. But it was technically used. I mean, it was certainly pre-owned, but it was still in the original shipping carton strapped to a pallet. So it had never been put together, and I got a great deal on it. They go for, I think, $400 at Lowe's. And I was able to pick this one up for $150, so I thought it was a pretty good deal. I couldn't have bought lumber to build one of these on my own for that price. I did splurge and go for one of these Best Nest boxes. I believe they're bestnestbox.com. I'll double check and put a link in the description. I paid full price for it. They're not sponsoring this and they didn't give us anything. But I really enjoy this box so far. I got the smaller one. This is a 2-nest box. I don't know how well you can see inside of here. I can't really get the camera in there because of my microphone, but it's got a plastic mat inside for them to lay on. There are, you can see some hay and stuff in there because that's what they used to lay on, and to get them used to this I had hay in here on top of this, but now we don't need it anymore. Nice thing about this box is this laying area is at an incline and all of their eggs roll down and out of the way so that they don't accidentally crush them, walk all over them, get mud and poop on them, and so on. I just had to cut a hole into the side of the shed, which I still need to frame up. You can see the hole there. Let me go outside. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't frame this area out down here because of the way this opens. There's just not enough room to frame that out. So I wish they had another inch or so of space here, that this was higher, and I could frame out all this ugly cut, but whatever, it's Chicken Coop, it doesn't need to look beautiful, right? And I'll still put in some wood on the sides here, cover this up, make sure we don't get any raccoons trying to stick their hands around through there. But the way this works is you flip up the top and all of your eggs are delivered right out here. This box can also be set up where it's turned around so that you can collect these from the inside in front of the nesting boxes instead of behind them like I have it set up. But this is the way we wanted to do it so we wouldn't actually have to go in. And yeah, so this was an Arrow Easy Up shed. I was not impressed with the kit in that it was a little bit difficult to get together. It took me 2 full days. I want to say it was probably 22 hours of time. Most of that was me by myself, but a couple hours of that was with Tia giving me a hand for certain things that required 2 people. The roof was especially difficult to get on. Was not able to get it on with the proper screws that came with the kit. I had to improvise a lot on the roof, so we'll see how well that holds up. I don't know. You can see here where the side didn't fit together very well. Tried to fix it with some metal screws. I need to get some different screws or possibly some bolts. Drill that out and put a washer and bolts on the other side and tighten it up that way to keep that closed off. But all in all, it's pretty nice. It wasn't expensive. Tile floor was very cheap. This is the 49 cents a square foot stuff. It was the cheapest thing they had at the big box store. Pallets were free. The lumber around the pallets was free. I did buy 3 sheets of 3/4 inch OSB to give it a floor, and that's okay. I wanted something nice and thick so that I could walk around in there and not have to worry about it collapsing on me. It's got some decent supports. Like I said, it's kind of had to piece the roof together a little bit more than I would have liked. I'd also like to put some better ventilation in here. I have some good ventilation. I think I'm going to cut it into the sidewalls over here. A friend of mine got it for me for free off of a job that he was doing. And you guys may have seen this in another video. This is our quail cages. There are 15 cages, 5 levels of 3 cages each. Just got these little dog clips, hold the doors shut. Difficult to do with one hand, especially with my left hand. We got feeders and waterers here. So the reason this is here inside the chicken coop is twofold. One, quail are incredibly messy, and they're going to be dropping a lot of their food, and I'm hoping that the chickens will help pick that up and eat it, not let it go to waste. And two, I didn't have another structure to put them in, and I figured that this would be a nice area to keep them. They'll be warm in here, out of the weather. Have these lounge trays for cleaning purposes, and yeah, so we'll see what we end up getting. There's an egg or a chicken who doesn't know where to lay its egg. Like I said, we're still teaching them to use the nesting box, but it's working out well so far. Alright, well, that is the update for the chickens, and I'm going to get back to work. And sorry we haven't had any videos out in a couple of weeks, but I've just been extremely busy. I've had a few videos filmed, haven't had a chance to edit or upload them. Haven't filmed a lot of videos. I didn't film anything when this thing was going up because it was just enough to try to get it up. I figured it'd be just as easy to show you the thing after it was finished than to show you the pieces. If you really want to see that, there are a couple of videos out on the internet where people build these. Got a little pecking order exchange going on there. Alright, so we're going to leave it at that, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'm Andy.
I'm Tia.
Thanks for watching.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And hit the bell icon to subscribe so that you get notifications when we post new videos.
And don't forget the thumbs up.
Thanks.
Thank you.